Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially day number 20 of the ongoing government shutdown, and I'll tell you what, it seems as if Chuck Schumer, the shutdown's primary architect, is beginning to crack. Now, as you all know, in order to reopen the federal government, we need 60 senators to vote yes on the budgetary continuing resolution, and as things currently stand, 52 of the 53 Republican senators are in fact voting yes, whereas only 3 out of the 47 Democrat senators are doing the same. So let the record show this really is a Democrat shutdown, with Democrat Senate Leader Chuck Schumer manufacturing the entire ordeal. But now, folks, like I said, it seems as if Chuck Schumer is beginning to crack. Take a look.
A lot of our friends in the Senate have said that it was just bad optics for Democrats to open the government before the No Kings rally, and that now there's a shot that this week things will come together and very quickly the moderate Democrats will move forward and get us an open government, at which point we could negotiate whatever policies they want to negotiate with regular order. Now, I was very pleased to see that my friend Senator Shaheen from New Hampshire, a very sound-minded Democrat, came out and supported opening the government on Friday. So it means that there's sort of cracks in the Schumer armor. I think the Schumer shutdown is likely to end sometime this week. But I can tell you that if the story that we've been basically hearing from moderates that, look, we just can't do it in front of the No Kings rally, if that ends up not being true, then I think that the White House is going to have to look very closely, along with Russ Vought, at stronger measures that we could take to bring him to the table.
And so, folks, like I said, now that the No Kings protests are over, it seems as if Chuck Schumer is getting ready to capitulate. But if he doesn't, it seems as if President Trump is preparing to go scorched earth. In fact, President Trump actually chimed in on all of this just earlier this morning. Take a look.
The Democrats are kamikazes right now. They're kamikaze pilots right now. They have nothing going. They have no future. They have incompetent candidates. I mean, I looked at Crockett. Jasmine Crockett, she's a very low IQ person. She's polling okay in the Democrat Party. I can't even believe it. AOC I watched her the other day. It's like, you got to be kidding. This is not going to make our country great.
You hear that? The Democrats right now are like a bunch of kamikaze pilots desperately trying to do as much damage as possible, being led around by a bunch of far-left lunatics like Jasmine Crockett and AOC. But you know what? Speaking of all of these far-left lunatics, take a look at what else President Trump had to say just earlier this morning.
They have a deal. We have a deal. We just want an extension. And the reason we want an extension is because you can't make a deal with these people. They're lunatics. They've gone crazy. They're crazed people. Trump derangement syndrome. There really is that disease. At first, I found it to be amusing. Now I find that it really is. They want $1.5 trillion for health care for illegal aliens that come into our country. If we do that, it will jeopardize the health care of the citizens of our country. So we're not going to do that.
And so, folks, as you all know, that is really what all of this is about. Long gone are the days during which the Democrats were the party of the working class. Now they're nothing more than the party of illegal aliens. These days, they don't even try to hide the fact that they want an open border. They want the country to be flooded with millions of third world immigrants, and worst of all, they want all of us hardworking American citizens to pay for it. But as you all know, no longer are we, the American people, just sitting idly by and getting replaced and robbed in our own country. We voted for President Trump to put an end to all of this progressive madness, which is exactly why he's refusing to negotiate with any of these far-left radicals. In fact, on that note, I've got something I want you all to take a look at here, but first, I do want to say real quick that if you folks enjoy the daily news updates, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help a lot. But okay, check this out.
But listen, what is the president going to engage on? The president's a great negotiator. He loves to cut deals. Like, this is his jam. He loves this kind of scenario where he can come in and figure out a pathway forward. The problem is Republicans have said, we're going to give it a clean CR. Democrats want to hold the American people hostage with funding the government, so the president really has nothing to negotiate on. It's one thing if the president and Republicans had put in certain riders, certain priorities, certain funding priorities in this bill, and Democrats wanted to negotiate those things out. They didn't. It's clean. We're going to continue funding the government in October the same way we did in January. In September. So Republicans really have nothing to negotiate on. Democrats are the ones who actually want to hold us hostage and make sure we fund illegals' health care in the negotiation, which is not going to happen. That's a non-starter.
Yes.
And so, like we said, as long as all of the Democrats are actively seeking to extort all of us hardworking, tax-paying American citizens to pay for their beloved illegal aliens, as far as President Trump is concerned, the deal is off. But you know what? Take a listen to what White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt had to say about that specifically late last night.
Their continuing resolution that they proposed to keep the government open included a poison pill that would have undone what President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill did, which is to restrict illegal aliens from receiving Medicaid benefits. President Trump fixed that in the One Big Beautiful Bill, and Democrats want to take it away because they want these taxpayer-funded benefits to continue to go to illegal aliens in our country. This has been done for the past 4 years under the Biden administration, and the American people roundly rejected it. And you hear AOC, who is apparently the new leader of the Democrat Party in that CNN town hall, say to a concerned American when that American asked, "Do you want my taxpayer-funded benefits going to illegals?" She said, "That's a Republican talking point. Those aren't the real issues Americans are facing." That is a lie. If you look at what happened under the Biden administration, real Americans, elderly citizens, were facing an increase in wait times at hospitals and emergency care centers across the country because they were putting last in line, and illegal aliens were getting that care and that treatment first. And when illegal aliens get medical treatment in this country, who's paying for it? The American taxpayer. Well, not anymore under the Trump administration. That's why this administration is focused on deporting illegal aliens who violate our nation's laws. And we're going to protect the rights and the benefits of tax-paying, law-abiding American citizens.
And so, folks, that right there really is the key difference. While the Democrats are actively holding the American government hostage, trying to extort well over $1 trillion out of all of us hardworking taxpayers in order to subsidize the existence of a bunch of illegal aliens that frankly shouldn't even be here in the first place, the Trump administration is actually standing firm and putting America first. And as we said earlier, because President Trump has remained absolutely unshaken in the face of the Democrats' ongoing political terrorism, and that's really what this is, now it seems as if Chuck Schumer is about to throw in the towel and capitulate to President Trump's America First agenda. So hey, I don't know about all of you, but as far as I'm concerned, that is what it looks like to actually put America first.